The Arkham games as a whole are some of the best superhero games out there, second only to Marvel's Avengers of course. The Arkham games starring Bellicus and Luke Skywalker also make for a great hearing experience, and also, for those in the don't know, Batman doesn't kill, but he sure likes to utilize. Vroom! There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the furry above all furries, the only furry with the will to take a bullet and keep on going. Trust me, I would know. Oh hey, there's the Joker, the only clown that doesn't have anything to do with Twitter. The door opens dramatically, showing Batman just standing there, leaving Joker to wonder, why is he standing there like that? Guest starring Bernie Sanders, Snake Eyes here gets up and jokes Skywalker's face and throttles him around. I mean sure, he's probably committed many atrocities and punted a newborn, but he didn't have to be so rude. And as always, we begin with the most interesting part of every game. Slowly walking until something good happens. We went through a metal detector to make sure Jonker didn't have any weapons, and the security guard called me out in front of all my friends, which honestly hurt my feelings. I may be the Creep Crusader, but I still have feelings.
Just gotta check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure. Well, patient seems to be in satisfactory condition. Looks like he's suffered minor lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours. There seems to be...
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
A little further down the asylum way, we meet Waylon Jones. I'm not gonna call him by his stage name because it's rude, and I'm not an ableist. Me, Snake Eyes, another guard that seemed kinda cool, and Jockner are all vibing on the elevator, having a grand old time when suddenly the clown laughed the power out, so the bat dude had to kill the vibe by choking the clown. We meet the commissioner and shake his hand with our claw, because it's a bat, and bats don't have hands. Does Batman have claws or wings? Oh well, it doesn't matter. We see some boots and I already know Joker's boo has entered the chat. Then we were stopped because Batman can't go any further, which I won't lie, cut me deeply. After all those years building a reputation, I'm not even let through to the asylum. Jokester pulls the old falling over just to break an asylum security guard's nose. Oldest trick in the book. I'm surprised the guard didn't see it coming. That good old Joker, he's a riot. Similar to the one in Blackgate, but not quite. The flying mammal man shattered this glass, but don't worry, his secret identity is rich, so he can pay for it, but don't tell anyone that. The son of the Clown King threw a few prisoners that aren't very good at fighting my way, which seemed pretty conveniently placed as a combat tutorial. For those who haven't played the Arkham games, combat is 2 buttons pressed rapidly and you'll do just fine. I was finally let through this laser gate and started smashing teeth, and I don't mean in a fist fight, I mean I was literally smashing those goofy little wind-up dentures. I got jumped by a couple of guys who thought mohawk implants looked cool, and I beat them up, only making it out by the skin of my fangs. We meet this skinny guy wearing short shorts and a comically large sleeves without the shirt, who somehow captured a security guard and accessed an electric chair. I have so many questions. How bad is security that this scrawny dude could break his chains and take a guard with no weapon without anyone beating him first? Why is that what he's wearing? And why is there an electric chair? This isn't Texas. We're finally introduced to the clown's boo, who felt the need to dress extremely scantily. I mean, look at this. It's disgusting. She needs to cover up. Or let Batman wear the hot nurse outfit. Ladies and gentlemen, the infamous earpiece. You cannot do anything but slowly walk while talking to the Greek prophet, and worst of all, you can't skip the dialogue, so you're stuck just slowly walking until the paraplegic chatterbox is done talking. Found this cool green question mark. I saved this guy, teabagged this one, and gave a mild concussion to this one. The bat smashed a fuse box to provide power to the massive fans because this is a very realistic game, and that is how you would provide power. The white guy in purple begins to verbally taunt the bat. It's more effective because Batman has no body armor on his emotions, and then the Batman attempts murder. Patrick Star on Trin, Gear, and D-Ball hopped out the whip to come and fight us. The fight goes on for a while with lots of dodging, batarangs, punching, and throwing dead bodies before Patrick's enlarged heart stops because of the amount of anabolic steroids flowing through his veins. I got an upgrade and got this NFT of Batman screaming. I hopped on a FaceTime call with Jonks because I miss him and I've become emotionally dependent on him. Snake Eyes bonks the commission on the noggin with a metal stick. I drop kicked the first guy, roundhouse the second and crushed the first one's ribs before back handspring kicking the second guy. There was a lot of kicking and broken bones in this fighting sequence. I'll just let you all watch my directional prowess at work. After some inspection of the room Snake Eyes took the commish from, I found he was drinking bourbon. In an asylum. Seriously, who runs this place? A scrawny, unarmed man escapes his chains and took a guard hostage. Hundreds of men got their hands on fully automatic rifles, and the chief of security is drinking at work and whacking commissioners. The one psychiatrist blew up an elevator, sending it tumbling down on the unsuspecting Super Furry, and the unlucky security guard just trying to do his job. I completely understand her disdain for Batman, but dropping an elevator on the guy seems a little mean, especially since the security guard really has nothing to do with all of it. I made my way up the elevator shaft with the grappling hook. I could have just used the elevator, but Harley Quinn blew it up, so I know I have to do a ton of work instead of just vibing to the elevator music. Scanned a beetle. I got into another fist fight. This one kind of made me feel a little bad because the men were having such a nice conversation, and I felt a bit rude interrupting. I guess I could have held on to the edge a bit longer and let the conversation wrap up, but I'm just on a bit of a tight schedule and, you know, they're bad guys.
I got a kid. You don't have to.
Well, that seemed a little uncalled for. I knocked out these three guys, which I didn't know you could do when I did my first playthrough when I was like 7. I would always ignore them because I didn't know you could do silent takedowns and just punch one and end up getting brutally gunned down by the rest. I wanted to give this guy a fun little spook when he woke up, so I waited for him to stand up, then I knocked him out because he was kind of a mean person. These three gentlemen came in to look for me. They said that my mom made me pancakes and that I had to come down right away to get them. I almost jumped down for the pancakes, but then I remembered I'm more of a waffle guy and my parents are dead.
Officer Bull's trail stops here.
Ha! Loser. I bought the second NFT of a Batman screaming. I solved the Riddler's riddle because the riddle he riddled me was a 3rd grade level riddle. Walter White met me outside of his office. He locked himself in to tell me everything he knew, and it turns out he does indeed live at 308 Negro Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this video. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you did not like the video, there's a button for that too, but nobody else will see it, so either way, I win. Smell you later, goofballs.